Oh, yeah. It's time to go live. It is definitely time to get this thing done. Hello. How in the world are you tonight? Welcome to the Rookie Room. I'm Mark Staite. Welcome in for another Sunday. Can you believe it's been a week already? It's been a whole week. How are you doing? Welcome into the Rookie Room. It's the one spot on the internet where you know you can come get solid, reliable information, whether you're a rookie, brand new looking to get into the trucking career, or maybe you're a new company driver and you got questions. You don't want to ask a trainer or don't want to ask out on the open forums. This is the one safe spot you can come to ask those questions. Or maybe you're a company driver looking to go lease. You want to sign your first lease and you got questions about that process. This is the one place you go right here with me and you here in the Rookie Room. For those that don't know, there's a new YouTube person out there. If I have his name correctly, I know his name's Scott. That much I do. His first name is Scott. I believe his last name is Cartwright. Scott Cartwright. He's the owner of Bella Flor Nursery and Bella Flor Trucking. I believe it's out of Harrisonville, Missouri is where he's at. He is the owner. He's got a nursery, flowers, plants, that kind of thing. Well, he also has 20 trucks that he owns, and he has company drivers driving them all, those 20 trucks. So he's actually a carrier. He has a motor carrier number. He's a full-fledged carrier hauling his own product from his nurseries. Those 20 trucks run year-round. And, of course, during flower season, he brings on, he says, about 40 to 60 independents, lease operators, owner-operators to help fill in the gap. So during flower season, he's running close to 80 to 100 trucks out there on flower loads. Well, Scott decided to jump on the YouTube education bandwagon, and I commend him for it because he's putting himself out there personally to share his viewpoint as a carrier owner, as a business owner. He's got a couple of topics up all the way. He's got some videos on company driver versus lease. You can go check that out. Again, just search YouTube for Trucking Exec, EXEC, Trucking Exec, and you'll find him. He's got, I think, a video out there, so you want to be a dispatcher. He's got one about tips for owner-operators, how to be more successful, factoring, finance factoring 101 for owner-operators. He's got that out there. I'm hoping to have him on the Rookie Room during an interview. I tried reaching out to him, late in the week here on Thursday, when I found him. I reached out to him with a message, directly, a voicemail to him in his office. I didn't get a response back. I also reached out to one of his drivers who I know, whom probably you know as well, Jay Cannell, Joseph Cannell. Joe Cannell is one of his drivers. I said, hey, Joe, do you think Scott would do the show here? I'd love to interview him so we can have a discussion about leasing a truck, what it is about, how to be successful leasing a truck. Because his video on company driver versus lease operator, you really have to pay attention to the message. You got to understand perspective. And I had a couple of my viewers go, hey, Mark, how can you really support this guy? Why do you promote him? He's a company owner. He's the devil. No, he's not the devil. Okay. Why I'm interested in Scott and what information he has to share as a company owner, let me give you a little bit of insight of why I'm interested. I don't agree with everything he says. I agree with some things he says because I am a lease operator. He actually did some homework, went out and looked at the videos of those of us drivers, lease operators that are on YouTube, and he says he's identified 4 or 5 out of 130 that he knows are successful, which is a good thing. And then he shared his opinion on how the game is rigged, and he used a casino analogy, which I really like, because it's true. So I want to get into a discussion with him for about 10 or 15 minutes here on the Rookie Room. If I can, I'll set it up for next Sunday. That's what I'm going to try and do. Next Sunday, I'm going to try to have Scott on here so we can discuss this. Even though I don't agree with him, I can learn something from him. Okay. Matter of fact, I just shared this little piece of advice. I'm going to share this advice with you as well right now. For those that are on social media and just in life in general. Okay. Your critics that you have out there, even if you're not on social media like myself or others. You're just posting your personal Facebook page, okay? Your critics, your haters, if you will, they're always going to show you your weakness or what they think is your weakness. You can learn from your critics. It's okay. You don't always have to go to war with your critics about what they say or what they think. What you can do is learn, possibly learn something from them. And I encourage everybody to try to do that. Just don't start a flame war. Don't start a Twitter war. Don't start World War III over opinions from your critics or your haters. You could probably learn something from them. And the one thing identified about Scott over at Bella Flor is that even though we might disagree, this much I do know. He has the intelligence to hold a conversation, hold a discussion where understanding can happen, where learning can happen between two people. And that's what I want to do is I want to, share with him what I've learned as a successful lease operator, and hopefully he can share some insight from that owner world that I can learn from. And in the process, you get to watch and kind of see that process, because you might learn something from it. And that's why I'm here in the first place, to help everybody learn. There's nothing wrong with that. See, that's what I shake my head at. I see people have what starts out as a discussion and deteriorates into name calling. And it baffles me. It's like, guys, why can't you just hold a conversation about something? And then in the end, agree to disagree. It's kind of baffling. So anyways, that's my thoughts on that. Go check out his video. Again, it's the Trucking Exec over on YouTube. Just search that term, Trucking Exec. Thank you again for joining. Thanks so much for seeing me this Sunday. I'll see you guys all next Sunday. We'll be back here next Sunday, 6 o'clock Central Time for the Rookie Room. I really appreciate all the questions, all the feedback, all the statements and response. Be safe, guys, out there. Thank you again for joining me. We'll see you next Sunday, 6 o'clock, right here in the Rookie Room. You have a good week.